Mornings are for dreamers. The break of dawn for champions. On 32 FM 94.9.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Beautiful Monday morning to you, dear listener. Good morning to you from 32 FM 94.9, the station that is filling the world with laughter. It's a beautiful Monday morning, and it's good to be here on another edition of the Break of Dawn Newspaper Review. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you so much for starting with us. We are live on YouTube this morning, 32FM 949 Ibadan, 32FM 949 Ibadan. I have three papers here: Daily Post, the Nigerian Tribune, the Punch newspaper. Headlines from the Daily Post first this morning. Only God can lessen our heartache. TB Joshua's wife speaks. Prophet TB Joshua brought many infrastructural development to Akoko. Reps Tunji Ojo. Group slams ex-presidential aide Sumaila insists on Igbo will succeed Buhari. Yoruba group blasts Aregbesola, describes him as agent of caliphate. Taraba pensioners issue 21-day ultimatum to Governor Ishaku. Port Harcourt-based pastor Stephen Akinola dies hours after TB Joshua. Oyo police confirms attack on Igangan community. Death of 11 persons. NPower begins enrollment for Batch C applicants. Uzodinma reacts to killing of 5 gunmen by police in Imo. Angels with soft voices welcoming TB Joshua home. Prophet in Ginla. Obasanjo installs new chiefs in Abeokuta. Why APC will win Anambra Guba poll. Mogalu. Unknown gunmen killed in Imo gun battle. TB Joshua. Profile of popular Nigerian prophet. Controversies that surrounded his ministry. Twitter ban. Group expresses reservation against government's decision. EFCC to begin anti-corruption studies in schools. Bauer. NYSC is for unity. Ignore plot to divide us. State coordinator tells core members. EFCC begins fraud risk assessment on government agencies. And Serap asks Commonwealth to sanction Nigeria over Twitter ban. He lived a fulfilled life. Governor Bello speaks on TB Joshua's death. Africa may be enslaved again if Nigeria doesn't stay united. And finally, federal government denies planning to stop youths from leaving Nigeria.
And from Premium Times, insecurity, 201 killed, 137 abducted in violent attacks across Nigeria last week. Night attack in Oyo community where Fulani were evicted leaves several persons dead. Twitter ban, Nigerian lawmaker threatens to ground plenary if Gbajabiamila orders prevent debate. Some more from Premium Times, TB Joshua's death. A live update from Synagogue Church. You can find reactions from Premium Times. You have so much on TB Joshua from in the news this morning. NSAS 99 bodies deposited at Lagos Morgue, 3 from Lekki Tollgate. Pathologist. This is still from Premium Times. Legislators jumbo pay. Court stops National Assembly from fixing lawmaker salaries. Judiciary autonomy. Wike rejects Governor's Forum. Firm agreement with Juson. 5 gunmen killed during another attack at police headquarters in Imo. NCDC delays COVID-19 update as Nigeria records 26 new cases. 11 die in accident involving van transporting 23 Okadas to Lagos. Police. Twitter ban. Malami's prosecution threat lacks legal backing. Lawyers.
From the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, gunmen invade Delta community, bomb police station with IEDs. 6 years and 2 trillion naira after Electricity distribution stalls at 3,000 megawatts. Outrage as herdsmen kill 11 in Igogo. With these riders, we will defend our people. Amotekun to begin joint patrol of Yoruba land. Southwest governors. The Fulani burnt the palace. Filling station. Several shops killed our people. Ibarapa North local government boss. Makinde also calm. Says police combing area in search of culprits. Alafi, Afeniferi, Are Adams. Others react. Shock tears greet TB Joshua's death 1 week to 58th birthday. Commissioner, local government boss lose houses as arsonists strike in Imo. Onion marketers threaten to stop supply to South from today. PDP blasts APC over Twitter ban as Nigeria lost 4.4 billion naira in 2 days.
And from the Guardian newspaper, Afenifere YCE, Ariano Kakanfo others fault federal government over Ibarapa killings. Attack on INEC offices ploy to shift 2023 polls. Huriwa alleges deplorable facilities raise safety concerns at international airports. Wailings, lamentations amid encomiums as demand in synagogue passes on. PDP reps threaten legal action against federal government over ban of Twitter. 2 feared dead as security operatives. IPOB members clash in Anambra. Let's see some more from The Guardian. 5 dead in election-related attack in Mexico. Super Eagles invitation. All right, let me go back to that. All right, 12 billion e-commerce suffers as Twitter ban. TB Joshua asked Nigerians to pray for 2023, bridging gaps in remittances with new solutions. Let me go back to that one on Super Eagles again. Super Eagles invitation has not always been on merit, says Akpoborie.
The Punch newspaper, Lagos pays 32 billion naira to 7,998 pensioners in 2 years. Gunmen attack Delta police station with explosives. 6 suspected kidnappers killed. All Igbo behind Biafran agitation, backing Southeast serial violence. CNG. IG squad kills Army deserter. 4 others in failed Owerri attack. Reps foot drag on PIB passage 5 months after public hearing. Sanwo-Olu Emmanuel celebrate Kumuyi on 80th birthday. Twitter ban, job losses loom. Economic woes to worsen. NESG experts warn. Northern youth to woo Saraki on 2023 presidency. Igongon community fingers Wakil's family are 17 killed, 4 station others burnt. Kano set to redeploy 5,000. Let's see what we have there. Kano set to redeploy 5,000 workers to classrooms as teachers. Buhari, others mourn beneficiaries, lament as TB Joshua dies.
Well, let me take 4 more headlines from Daily Trust before we go on a break. Federal government can't prosecute people for using Twitter, says experts. PDP reps threaten legal action against federal government over Twitter ban. Let's see another one here. Biafra CNG tackles Oaneze, says North can't be fooled again. Onion traders threaten to cut supply to southern Nigeria. That's by today. We're going on a short break. We'll be back.
#1 cereal, Kellogg's today.
As a child, I already know what I will become. As a kid, I already know that I am a star. As young as I am, every child dream is valid with Adon.
Yes, with Adon Homes Young Landlord products, every child can become a landlord today. Buy a plot of land for your child and enjoy up to 20, 40 or 50% discount with 6 to 36 months payment plan. That's not all. You get lots of free giveaways like school bags, provisions, free meal voucher at the Place Restaurant, Domino's or Chicken Republic, and many more freebies. For more inquiries, call these numbers:
081-6755-2420 or
Every child dream is valid with Adron Homes.
Center Fresh. I feel the freshness. I got the confidence. With the liquid fuel chewing gum, not Center Fresh. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so fresh. I feel so fresh. I got confidence. Center Fresh. The correct chewing gum, not Center Fresh. No darling with Center Fresh. Center Fresh chewing gum. Trust the freshness. Home. There's something about it. From the feeling of peace and serenity. Bros. Why so deep? Home is anywhere the Airtel Home broadband is. That's all.
Enjoy more data than before on Airtel Home Broadband. Get a router for 25,000 naira with up to 160 gigabyte and a MiFi for 12,000 naira with up to 55 gigabyte. Reliable home broadband by
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. The program is Breakdown Newspaper Review, and it's coming to you from 32 FM 94.9. We have the time 13 minutes past 6. My name is DELE ADEYANJU.
And I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE. Good morning to you.
Dr. Oluwaje is our analyst today. Good morning, Doc.
Top of the day to you.
Yes, where do we start? Saturday night was a dark day, yet again, in our state. We got feedbacks, we saw photos and all that. People burned, and I don't want to go into the details of the gore incident, but Doctor, we need a sort of reaction.
Well, unfortunately for Nigeria, we're having many more dark days than we're having days of lightness, and that's a real shame. I think the attack is predictable. The manner is consistent. The narrative hasn't changed. The response still the same. Nobody has been arrested. Nobody apprehended. And I doubt if anybody will be prosecuted. And this is not just happening in your state. It's happened in Benue before. It's happened in the southeast. It's happening all over. And of course, the government has said absolutely nothing. The leaders of thought within Yoruba land, people like Tinubu, Lai Mohammed, Regbeshala, have uttered not a word. And it's quite unfortunate, as you said off air, these people are like people like you and I. If it could happen in Nganga, I want to suggest that it can happen anywhere else in Yoruba land. So it's quite unfortunate. And it seems as if there's a textbook reality. And the textbook reality is that these people, you understand, attack, ambush style, you understand, and they go after the people who are the most vulnerable, children, babies. It is quite unfortunate. And I think we have to make a decision. Do we have a government? And if not, what do we do? Do we start some kind of self-help mechanism? A lot of people have slated Sunday Adeyemo, you understand, aka Igbo, sorry. But the reality of it is that, do we have any option than to call on people like him? Do we?
It may be crude or uncouth, but I think whoever speaks against him now needs to be checked. Over 200 people were killed in violent attacks across Nigeria just this, last week, as insecurity across the country continues. Let's still look at your state. Gogo is just about an hour and 10 minutes away from Ibadan. You spoke about governor or the government being responsive enough to the security situation. One will expect that since the issue that happened the other time, there will be adequate provision for security, to forestall what happened over the weekend. But for the activities or for the help, the assistance of the local vigilantes, it could have been more deadly from what we heard from there.
Yes. Well, you see, the nature and the structure of our security, the security architecture is unable to cope, is unable to respond. We have the police force, which is being controlled, which is being determined, which is being, directed from Abuja. You understand? And until we change that kind of architecture, where we have locally based, responsive, understanding the terrain, in the midst of the people, understanding our language. And when I mean our language, I don't mean Yoruba language. I just mean, body language and the nuances. We're going to have this situation again and again. And the problem we have, the tragedy of Nigeria, is that we know the solutions, we have the solutions, but the people in charge are incapable of thinking outside the box, of pursuing the solutions, and hence more people die, more children are slaughtered, and it's just mayhem all over the place.
Doesn't this give credence to people calling for or challenging the unity of this country?
Well, it gives credence to them. I'm not saying I agree with them, but it certainly gives credence. Because when your people are being slaughtered, and when the government is unable to rise to the occasion to defend you, then what is the nation, what is the country, and what's the structure good enough for?
Just last week, Togo came out to say, there's an infiltration of the Southwest by certain elements.
Yes.
What happened over the weekend confirmed that, right?
Precisely. Some people thought that Togun was alarmist. But when I heard Togun speak, Togun being of the military intelligence, senior military officer, people call him general, but he was a brigadier, brigadier general, if you call him that. I knew, you understand, that we're in trouble. We're certainly in trouble. And many of the governors, you understand, Akeredolu hasn't kept quiet, of course. And of course, Makinde hasn't kept quiet. But rather unfortunate, the rest of the governors in the Southwest are keeping quiet, either due to political allegiance or whatever reason. And I think now is the time for them to speak out. Now is the time to demonstrate that their allegiance does not lie to Bodilon. Their allegiance does not lie to Abuja. It lies to their states. It lies in Abeokuta. It lies in Ikeja. It lies in Oshobo. That's where their allegiance lies, and they must take their cue from the people. And if government cannot guarantee the security of the people, then maybe the government should resign. Maybe they should resign.
How do we prevent a recurrent? It looks like, I got calls. Saw pictures. Some of us were there yesterday. How do we prevent a recurrence of this? Looks like what we read about Benue and some parts of the north.
Yes. I think Akeredolu has started on the right, in the right direction. I think we have to beef up this Amotekun. We have to make joint patrols. We have to be vigilant. Of course, it still needs to be linked with the federal police because they have the firepower. But our Amotekun people, we must have the alarm system where we have the red light, where we have the amber, and where we have the green light. In other words, there has to be warning sign. We need intelligence. When these people are ready to attack or ready to...
Are we deploying sufficient technology?
No, we are not, because drones are what they use in many developed countries, and there's no reason why we can't use it here. Drones to be able to monitor what's going on. In fact, there are a lot of mobile drones which we could employ. As these people are running away, as these people are being chased or whatever the situation is, we should be able to monitor where they are. And I think we should need to begin to comb the forests. We need to comb the reservations. And anybody there, you understand, without any reasonable explanation, you understand, should be fished out, apprehended, pursued, and be dealt with in the full weight of the law. We should stop all this passive resistance, maybe active resistance. I'm not asking for violence. I'm just asking for self-defense, within the ambit of the law.
If you were the state governor, if you were in the position of Seyi Makinde, how would you have tackled this?
Well, immediately, of course, I would have linked up and called on the federal police. That's number one. I would have deployed Amotekun there. And number two, we should never have let our guards down. I think Ngongo was always going to be attacked. And I think the guards were let down. So
you mean that there was actually to be a reprisal?
Yes, it was expected. If you know the modus operandi, if it's true, you understand, we don't have any evidence, full evidence, but if it's true that it's the Fulanese, you understand, if it is true, the modus operandi is there's always reprisals. See Benue, you understand, see other parts of the country. And so we should have expected this, and we should have put in place some kind of security architecture to ensure that when they come,
what did we do with the well-credible intelligence that, we got about a possible attack in that place? What did the government do?
Well, I'm not sure that the government did much, you understand, because the government is handicapped because they don't control the police. I am certain that the police were kept informed and aware. But the police, again, also have operational instructions they take from Abuja. And when those instructions don't come hard and fast enough, what do? They stand by. And they only go in, you understand, when, the attack is over. And it appears, I'm not saying that happened, that's what happened there. Because you're talking about killings of how many people? They don't happen in 10 minutes, you understand?
Now, looking at the general situation in the country, do you think the police itself is well prepared at the moment? Do you think they're emotionally strong to face these battles?
The police is not motivated. They are not emotionally strong, as you've indicated. And I don't think they're fully equipped to fight these battles. I think the body language of the federal government is telling. The body language will determine, you understand, what they do and what they are up to. I mean, late Atari, before he died, his body language for the military was quite very strong and powerful. I'm not getting that from the IGP. They are more interested in chasing IPOB, more interested in chasing some social media activists.